Hello, authors, and welcome to this week's video. I'm Miranda Darrow, freelance fiction editor, and this month we're focusing on a new niche genre, and that's writing inspired by legends and tips about writing about Sasquatch, Nessie, and other legendary creatures. There's something timeless about legends, those creatures said to lurk just beyond the edge of the map, in the forests, in deep lakes, and snowy mountains. Sasquatch, the Loch Ness monster, the Mothman, the Jersey Devil, these aren't purely fantasy creatures like dragons and unicorns. They come with a certain eerie plausibility rooted in whispered tales, grainy photos, and local lore. If you're thinking of writing fiction that brings these figures onto the page, let's explore how to do that in a way that feels fresh, respectful of the local source legends, and deeply engaging for readers. Genres where legendary creatures shine. Mystery and thrillers. Your protagonist could investigate sightings, disappearances, or crimes linked to the creature. Think of how the Mothman Prophecies by the Richard Gere film from 2002, based on a book by John Keel, blended cryptid lore with eerie suspense. Horror and suspense. Legends lend themselves to atmospheric, slow burn dread. The Retreat by Elizabeth de Marafi plays with isolation and tension in a snowy wilderness, perfect for a cryptid backdrop. Historical fiction with a twist. Set your story in an era when the legend first took root. The Terror by Dan Simmons, which was adapted for AMC in 2018, blends real 1840s Arctic exploration with mythic horror. Magical realism or speculative fiction. Here, the legend may blur the lines between real and imagined, impacting characters' lives without requiring full-on fantasy world. Adventure or survival fiction. Think The Abominable by Dan Simmons, which mixes a Himalayan climbing tale with legendary menace. What are some common themes and tropes when writing about legendary creatures? An outsider investigating. A journalist, scientist, or skeptic arrives in a small town and gets drawn into the mystery. A small community with secrets. Locals know more than they're saying. The legend might cover up something else entirely. An unreliable witness. Everyone has a different version of what they saw. Readers are left to wonder, what's true? The hunter becomes the hunted. This is a fun theme. Those searching for the creature may find themselves in danger. And nature's power and mystery. Stories often explore humankind's uneasy relationship with the wild. The legend as a mirror. This creature might represent a community's guilt, fear, or collective trauma. What are some settings that work well? Dense forests, like the Pacific Northwest or the Appalachian Mountains. Remote lakes, like Loch Ness or Lake Champlain. And mountains and glaciers, like the Himalayas and the Rockies. Small towns where everybody knows everyone. Historical periods where scientific knowledge was limited, adding to plausible mystery. Choose settings that feel atmospheric and isolating, places that blur the line between myth and reality. What are some writing tips? Research the original legend. Understand where the creature's story comes from, who tells it, and what it means to that community. This will help you to avoid stereotypes and cliches. Decide, is it real in your fictional universe? Will your creature truly exist in the world of your story? Or is it a symbol, or a rumor, or a red herring? You don't have to answer this outright, but it's helpful for you as the author to know in your intent. Lean into ambiguity. Part of the allure of these legends is uncertainty. Leave room for readers to wonder. Make the human story central. The legend should impact your characters' lives and choices. The best stories use a creature as a lens on human fear, hope, or grief. Or for something lighter too. Use setting as a character. Let your environment heighten tension. The woods, the foggy lakes, the empty roads should feel alive with possibility. Balance tension and payoff. If you promise a legendary creature, build up to its appearance or non-appearance carefully so readers can stay hooked. Let's not have Al Capone's vault. Recent examples to study include Cryptid, the Swamp Beast, a History Channel show, a mockumentary-style series exploring swamp legends. The Outer Range, a series on Prime Video, combines Western family drama and an unexplained phenomena that is good blending in genres. And The Lake, a 2022 film released in Thailand that features a lake monster that was tied to environmental destruction. Final thoughts. Stories built around legendary creatures let us explore what frightens us and what fascinates us at once. When writing these tales, ground your legend in human emotion, choosing a setting that hums with atmosphere and lets readers feel the tingle of uncertainty, just what might be lurking out there in the dark. If you'd like help brainstorming ideas, outlining, or refining your script structure, just say the word. Tune into this YouTube channel next week where I'm going to give my list of 10 favorite novels featuring Nessie, Sasquatch, and other creatures of lore. So be sure to tune in for that list and my confession of which book made me pick this tiny niche as a featured genre of the month. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I post new content every week. This is Miranda Darrow wishing you happy writing!